comedy? I'm not sure. Hello, my name's Joey and welcome to my tour of props and artifacts. What is this? The force is blowing this carrier bag away. What is this? This is a Star Wars style musket which I built in the late 1990s, and up until Star Wars Skeleton Crew I was the only one I thought who'd ever actually turned a musket into a Star Wars gun, or the very first time we'd ever seen a handheld musket in the Star Wars universe. Obviously we had the Tusken Raider rifles, which had very musket style handles and very much were that kind of era. Same as Luke's long range rifle, but we'd never actually seen a handheld musket turned into a Star Wars blaster. So yeah, I saw the pictures from Skeleton Crew and I thought, oh no, they've gone and done it. And up until then I was kind of the only one. So I thought now's about the time to actually do the short video on this musket itself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come forward and show you some close-up details of it. So as you can see, we've got a nice leather lanyard on there, so you can loop it through your wrist and you don't lose it. We've got part of a pair of binoculars on the front there, which has been turned into a gun sight. That tubing on the end over the gun sight to shield your eyes is actually from a washing machine. I don't know if you can recognise that part. That's actually when you shut a door, that's actually what keeps the catch on the door. Yeah, that part comes from a door. That was a zip. Quite fond of that. An electrical part there. I think it's a diode, I'm not sure. Some more tubing. This was a great end. I don't know what this is from, but I'm always famously finding bits and pieces out and about. So going over to the other side, we have that big part there with the screw in the middle. That is actually a zip. Another piece of circuit board there. This little targeting system here is actually a little spy hole that you get in front doors so you can see who's knocking at your door. And then we've got various parts here that just kind of give the gun a very interesting profile. And I used to build these exactly how the original guns were built in 1977. They were, as George Lucas said, you would need to show the guts on the outside. So this is literally a case of putting things on top of the gun just to give it some kind of character. We've got a couple of Communal Garden drawing pins stuck into the wood there each side. And I forgot to say, this trigger guard and trigger is actually off of a Lee Enfield rifle. Okay, with all these little nobules, shall we call them, because I can't studs, there we go. I was definitely going down the route of a Tusken Raider. In fact, I used to have a Tusken Raider outfit, and sometimes I used to carry this with it. And of course, it's nice to wield in the hands. And how could I forget that in classic 1977 Star Wars props, I literally shoved a piece of wood into the end of the magazine where it's cut down. As much as I don't like that detail, that was my ode to the original props. If you look at some of the rifles that were non-firing that Luke, Han and Leia were holding, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill, you'll see in the pictures that they've actually literally got a piece of wood shoved in the magazine there to blank it off where they've actually cut it to make it short. I always love when prop making as well. This magazine is literally shoved into a port there, and those two things have nothing to do with each other. They just coincidentally fit. Okay, you can see they don't really fit because you can see how the magazine is actually wedged in there. It looks like it's been yeah, it's bursting to get out. But once again, that's classic Star Wars props from 77. I'm not going to say now. But yeah, this was a classic case of guts on the outside to give it a very interesting profile and to make it look like it actually does something, to disguise something we already know and give it some kind of credibility. And given that lens, I would say this was definitely a desert dweller by the looks of things. You don't want the glare of the sun to get in the way of your targeting. So there we have it. That's the musket hand pistol in the Star Wars universe, which once again I thought, well, we had never seen it in the Star Wars universe, but now we have, thanks to Skeleton Crew, which I haven't watched yet. So there we go. Yeah, I did beat you to it, and now you've beaten me. Oh well, look after yourselves. Take care, and I shall see you soon in the next video. And one last thing, as you can see, all about making its profile look interesting when it catches the light in different angles. Makes it look like all these parts actually do something. Look at the state of my hair. Oh God, we're probably upside down now. Anyway, take care. See you later.